Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of our quest to build the ultimate Silver Tempest battle deck using a single box of booster packs. So we've opened all those booster packs up and I've been going through the cards, painstakingly going through and we're trying to figure out how we're going to construct this deck. So let's jump into it and we'll walk through it together. Nice. Okay, so what I've done here, I'm going to break it down into the different components of the deck that I've gone through to figure out what I want. So starting off with our main attacker, I'm going to try to evolve Fennekin into Delphox, hence why I've got 4 copies of Fennekin and the 2 copies of Braixen, because that's all I pulled, and the Delphox as well. So the big attack with Delphox here is the Flare Parade, which does 60 damage for each Serena in the discard pile. So you know the deck's packing a lot of Serenas. And then Energy Crush, which does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So
I'd probably die.
Yeah, if you've got heavy hitters, if your opponent has heavy hitters in their deck, then this is going to be a really good way to combat that. And the kicker is that this is all done using colorless energy, which is pretty amazing and very low energy cost. The downside is it's a stage 2 Pokemon. So in order to overcome that, I suppose, or to negate that, we've got some supporter Pokemon here. So Superior V. None of these V Pokemon are particularly powerful hitters, but they've got a lot of HP, which is why I've put them in there. So Superior V, and then we also pulled the Chestnut. We've got a pretty cool Needle Line ability, which you're a little bit nervous about, aren't you, Ivy?
I think I'm gonna die.
Yeah. And then we've also got a Alolan Vulpix V to help with the attacks, and because they're quite high HP Pokemon, they should be able to take a little bit of damage while we're trying to get Delphox onto the board.
Yeah.
So then the next step is trying to build a really strong draw engine, and for that we've got Ralts here, who eventually will evolve into Curlier. And Curlier's ability here, we need to discard a card from our hand, but we can actually draw 2 cards. So I've got 2 copies of Curlier in there, so that'll allow us to draw 4 cards in addition to the starting draw. So that's 5 cards once Curlier is in play, and that discard isn't necessarily a bad thing because that will allow us to discard Serenas if we need to.
Instead of using them.
Yeah, instead of using them, we just need to discard them, because then we can just hit it with Delphox for 240 damage once all those Serenas are in the discard pile. So we've got Gym Trainer here, draw 2 cards, draw 2 more if our Pokemon was knocked out. Wallace for drawing 3 cards, and then we can draw another one if the opponent decides to draw a card. And then we've got Serena, so we can discard up to 3 cards, and then we can draw, so we have 5 cards in our hand, or we can use it to gust up an opponent's Pokemon V. I'm not entirely sure why I'd want to be battling a V, but that's...
Yeah. Yeah, but I might not have energies attached, so then you can just one-shot it and then I'll
Yeah, that's true.
And then you get 2 prize cards.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. And then Worker, draw 3 cards as well. And we can still play this even if there isn't a stadium in play, but it does allow us to discard a stadium if need be. So that's our draw engine in this deck. And then the next thing we need to work on, or the next thing I've included here, is search cards. So these will allow us to go and find a specific card, whether that's a Pokemon or supporter or what have you. So this one, Furisode Girl, allows us to find a basic Pokemon and put it in hand. So that's going to be really good for drawing out those Vs. Pokemon Vs. We've got this Pokemon tool, Forest Sealstone, which has this Star Alchemy ability, and that'll just allow us to find any card we need.
It would be your V-Star power as well.
Yes, so that's going to be useful, and we can attach it to those V Pokemon that we pull using Furisode Girl. And Capturing Aroma will allow us to either find a evolution Pokemon, which will be really handy for trying to evolve Fennekin, or a basic Pokemon. So again, finding those Vs if need be. And then we move into energy acceleration. So this is really important, although it's going to take forever to power up these Pokemon. So we've got Zygarde, a basic Pokemon, just using him for his Shout of Power ability, which is going to allow us to attach a basic card, energy card from our discard pile to one of our benched Pokemon, and that's just for a single leaf energy, which we can use because we've got Chestnut and Superior in our deck, so we're going to be needing those grass energies. Anyway, we've got Smeargle. We can look at the top 5 cards of the deck, and any number of basic energies we find there, we can actually attach it to one of the Pokemon. Any Pokemon. It doesn't have to just be a benched one, which is really nice, whereas Zygarde's limited to attaching it to a benched Pokemon. So we've got 2 copies of Smeargle in there. And then we've got Clink to evolve into Kling Clang. And the kicker with Kling Clang is his ability here. So when we play this Pokemon to evolve it, we can search our deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to our Pokemon in any way we like. So that's going to allow us to accelerate 6 energies once we get both of these in play. And as a backup, he does have the Power Beam attack. So we have included some metal energies in there as well if need be, with 160 HP. So he is a bit stronger than some of those other Pokemon that we're packing. So that is our energy acceleration engine right there. And then just to cap things off, we've got a couple of special energies to help protect against Pokemon Vs with 30 HP protection against Pokemon Vs. And then we've got a Quad Stone to go and heal 10 damage. We've only got 1 Quad Stone, so we can't heal all the damage off the Pokemon.
It's a single stone.
It's just a single stone, just 1 stone to use. And then we've got our energies to make up the rest of our 60 card deck. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. This is our Silver Tempest battle deck version 1. We might need to refine this, yes, and we have. I know you're asking, I know you're thinking about, I can hear the brainwaves through the interwebs. We have used our Silver Tempest card sleeves, which came with the ETB, to match our Silver Tempest battle deck. So very excited to see how this one pairs up against our Brilliant Stars deck. That episode is coming up for that epic battle, so stay tuned. Why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button so you can follow along in that epic battle. We're super excited to be sharing that one with you. But until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.